Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, we are back for another edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next here. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. You got Carlos Garcia, FKA, Stormwreck Destroyer, currently known as the nastiest captain of the sea, Captain Rampu McNasty, oh yeah. And I got my epic crew along with me. I got Langston Evershroud, I got Mantor Zermeister, I got Crick, played by the Invisible Man, and of course, to take us along on this epic adventure, the greatest goddamn D&D DM in all the land, here it's Nate Gonzalez, take it away!
Oh yeah, air horns all around. Thank you, Mr. Pooh, Mr. Rampu, if you're McNasty. Everyone, welcome back to tonight's Sunday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs, a Daddy's Day edition of Dungeons and Dragons. That's a nice D alliteration for you. Let's go ahead and do a quick little recap and jump on into this game and get things going. So the last time we were together, I forget exactly where we started, but you guys were essentially at Dragon's Rest. I think you just took a long rest, and you woken to begin your day and your journey off to the Compass Rose, the shipwreck at the north shoals of the island. After investigating a little bit, and Manto running down the stairs, running into some zombies, and Crick having some senses pulling him into a direction, you guys found a note indicating that some sort of terrible event happened and a curse was placed on some sort of talisman, creating some sort of undeath curse upon those who die here, seeming like those zombies that were on the ship were affected by the same curse. But this talisman, interwoven with two types of hair braided together with two finger bones, seems to be what is holding this curse together. And you guys on this note found that person that caused this and created the amulet had a lover at Dragon's Rest in years past, and they were trying to get there and keep living indefinitely with them. You guys gather these things real quick, but Crick still had a little bit of an inkling of something pulling him. He swam on out further and further into the ocean, finally finding a decrepit nautiloid ship crashed down into the depths of the sea there, buried in the sand and washed away from years of age. And inside the depths of that, he found a glowing stone of sorts with stars seeming like glowing on the outside of it. And with that in his hand, he felt a very sense of purpose within him and his programming. And with this, you guys decided to head on back up to the main deck of the ship and try to, I believe, head on out. But not before you were interrupted by some sort of terrifying monster that perched its way on top of the crow's nest. It spread its scraggly wings out, screeching harshly. You guys can see its wings and legs resemble those of a mangy vulture, while its head and torso and arms look almost human, and clutches a large bone like a club and flexes its talons. And as it screeches down at you guys, you can tell its intent is malice. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Love it.
And that is a 5.
Nice.
Isn't that a 5? You got 17 on there. Not 20.
We're starting it off.
He's showing a 5 on mine.
Yeah, I got a 5 on
Oh,
mine.
he's got 17 on mine. Oh, he's showing a 17 too. Everybody's showing a 17, so something screwed with my stuff.
Oh, you're looking at their health.
17.
Oh.
Happy Father's Day.
Space one.
I was wondering why I had a 23.
Who got the nat 20?
I'm sorry, I just realized I joined the wrong campaign. Second, there I am.
Soul Rex in there, just saying.
Solrax. Wait a minute.
Rick, I think this, Carlos, I think this is
see
the
a
first
bird?
week I didn't go into that one first.
That's
Hey,
hilarious.
that's funny.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Hilarious.
I like rolled great on my initiative too, and of course you guys fucking
Oh, you did
all
19,
destroyed.
yeah.
My God.
I got 19 as well.
All right, as
Oh,
you guys
everybody.
run up the stairs quickly,
I'm
you see
next.
this creature up there. Oh wait, why is my harpy over
Where'd
on
it
the
go?
side? I don't know how that just happened.
Good old side herpes.
What?
Okay, cool. It's working now. All right,
Hello?
yeah, you guys ran up the stairs quickly, and you see this beast perched upon the crow's nest, and you're quick to react. Apparently, Manto, what do you do?
So they're at our level, correct?
No, they are 50 feet
Or-
up.
Oh, okay. Yep. Good old trusty bow and arrow. Gonna rip one at it.
Okay, and your short bow.
That's the one. Come on. 21.
Okay, yep, short bow is 80-foot range, so perfect. 21 will hit.
Gorgeous. And 6 damage.
6 damage.
And I will just kind of slide this way, and that's gonna be my turn.
Alrighty. That will bring us to Rampu.
No, since I've already reused my hunter's mark, moved it
Right.
to someone else, can I move it again to this guy?
I believe this has all been within the hour that you cast it, so yes, you can.
Woohoo! All right, bonus action. I'm going to move my hunter's mark to this guy,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna take a shot at him with my longbow.
Well, I need to refresh my screen, I think. Go for it.
All right. Nat 20, motherfucker! Oh!
Yeah, that will hit. Very nice.
That's
So you get max on okay. So it looks like you
That's a
don't have
row.
the max dice set on your crit dice thing. You guys want to go ahead and set that up real quick? I'll run you guys through it again real
Oh,
quick.
damn it, I said it last time.
Oh, I thought so. It should save. But yeah, if you click that gear and then click perfect crits under crit type, it should do that. But all good. We'll add 4 to that damage there, so that's 14. And then go ahead and
Plus my
and then,
D6.
yeah, roll a d6 and then 6 more on top of that. Massive hit.
So 9.
9 more. Okay, go ahead and like describe how that happens, because that was a huge fucking hit.
So we come up the stairs and we see this super horrifying / terribly creepy naked creature pop up in there. And I don't know about you guys, but Captain Rampu doesn't like it when creepy naked creatures pop up out of nowhere. And sensing that there was danger afoot, though, he had his bow and arrow handy. So as soon as he saw this thing, he just let one out, and he is trained to shoot to kill. So that went as close to the heart as it could possibly hit.
Hell yes. Massive hit on that. He cries out in anguish. And Crick, it is now your turn.
All right, we're just gonna slam it with a firebolt. Let me do it this thing. 17.
17 hits.
And a 2.
2 points
All
of
right,
damage.
2 damage.
Strikes
And then
one
you
of
just
its
kind of see
wings.
all this stuff. See all this stuff happening. I run over to Langston just to kind of get between him and the harpy. And I just kind of go rah at the harpy.
Thanks, buddy.
It is 50 feet above you, so not very effective, your little rawr thing, but as you, do you want to do anything else?
No bonus actions. Anything like
Alright.
that.
As you guys all strike into this creature one by one with your attacks, you see it looking at its wounds, and it begins to cry out this sorrowful song, and as it begins to cry out, it begins into a melody, an enchanting song ringing out to you guys, and I need everyone to make a wisdom save as this song begins to lure you in. And I believe Langston, you'll have advantage on this.
Ooh, is it
Being a
potentially
half-elf?
being charmed?
Yes.
Oh, baby.
It's a
Good roll,
wisdom
see if I roll
save.
higher. I got a 15. We'll stick with that 15.
Cool. So I'm seeing a 13, a 4, and
9. I'm
15.
gonna lucky that.
Okay.
God damn it, 6.
Okay.
6-9. Nice.
Nice.
Nice, everybody.
9-6, even funner.
Okay.
Asses.
Rampu and Manto, you guys hear this beautiful luring song, and something clicks in your mind as though you're entranced, and All that you want to do in this moment is climb that rope ladder and get up to the crow's nest with the harpy up there as well, as it continues its hauntingly beautiful song. That is going to be its turn. And as you guys hear this song crying on out, landing on the star side, or the south side of the ship here, you guys see another harpy. Its talons clink onto the edge of the ship here. It screeches out to you guys and begins to fly towards Crick.
Oh.
Let's see if it can make a claw attack.
There she goes.
A 6 on the claw, and then as the claws misses, it pulls out this homemade looking like wooden club off of some of the debris from the ship and goes and tries to whack you with it. 17.
Wow.
17 misses as it clings into your armor. Does not seem to damage you. And Langston, you are up. Actually, with those missing, it then begins to fly into the air 10 more feet, so 15 feet up into the air now.
I'm gonna pop it.
Sure.
Twisted.
Hey, Langston would get one too if he's got anything.
Nah,
right?
he's
Would
not
I be
right
close
next to
enough?
him.
I think it's on the other side.
Yeah.
He's 5 feet
11 to
away,
hit.
but
11 does just hit. As you stab your dagger into it, it cries out in anguish and flies on up above your head, flapping its wings down below you guys. And Langston, you're up.
So when it tries to hit Crick, do I see like the happy face on the shield like get like a little like angry eyebrow with a smile where it's like and then he stabs at it? Does it like change when someone can't hit him?
It's still smiling because it's like it's actually directed at you, so it's just sitting there smiling.
You are just a joyous companion. I will see these harpies looking like they're about to, you know, have some post-nut clarity, and I'll launch a guiding bolt at the one that has already been kind of hurt from everybody. This guy right there. I don't know if that highlighted it.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I'm gonna shoot the guiding bolt at the main harpy, the first one that was there.
Absolutely,
To see if
go
this
for
would
it.
like help free them. All right. That's such a bitch. God damn it.
An 11
Doesn't
or
sound
7's gonna miss rather.
Cool. Well, that's a fizzle.
Oof. Good
That
shooting
hurts
wide.
so bad. Is there anything I can do as a bonus action with that? I don't think there is. Nope. God, if I were to try, if I were to try and like shake Rampu out of this like, you know, charm or whatever's happening, would that be an action? To try and like
It would be an action to try to do that.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just kind of. Oh wait, I have inspiration still. Would that mean could I re-roll?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool.
If you
Forgot
want to
I'll bring that up.
reshoot it,
That all-
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, fucking we'll
Big
roll
money.
again.
give me an 8.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Yay!
And that is wow. 15 damage to the
Alright.
original
15
harpy.
damage. Nice. As that strikes into its body, it hits center of mass, and you watch as a glowing radiant light just emits, bursting off all around it, making an easy target for whoever wants to possibly try to hit him next. Its attention clearly goes down to him now, locked in as it continues singing this song, but you make it miss a beat for a quick second. Anything else for you?
I'm full on just like doing the scarf shimmy, like trying to get what I got before, and I'm like, nah, fuck it, and I just launch the bolt at it, and then I'm still just doing it, looking up at it, like, what do you got?
I love it. Excellent. All right, you want to do any movement or anything
Jimmy.
else?
There's
I will-
concentration still going, or there's singing still going.
The singing's still going.
I tried. I think that was it then. I think that's it for your boy on that one. I'll just kind of like raise my shield up and be like, I know what I've done. Do your worst.
Beautiful. All right, Manto, you are up now with this alluring, beautifully haunting song singing out from this harpy up here. I did have a song on YouTube that I emailed the creator of if I could use it, and I
I just
forgot to
imagine
use
like
it.
the Halo like intro.
Yeah,
They're,
seriously.
like mesmerizing.
So good. As
so
it continues singing this song, you can't help but feel drawn as your feet almost move instinctively on their own as quickly as they can up to this creature. As you begin to walk on over and climb up that ladder, you're going to use your full movement to go 15 feet, and then you're going to use your your dash action, I'm sorry, and then your dash bonus action because you're rogue and you can do that.
God damn it.
So we're going to go 15 feet up the ladder, which will just be 5 feet up the ladder, and then another 15 feet up. So you're 20 feet up in the air right now, climbing up this ladder, trying to get as close to this harpy as you can. For a split second, though, as Langston does hit her, this is just not actually because of him, but just narratively speaking, you feel your mind being able to potentially pull away from this for a second. You can make another wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Come on now. Wait, what is it? Was it a 19 or a 3?
That is a 5.
Oh, no.
You rolled a 3, yeah. So as for that split second, as she gets hit and skips a beat, you feel your mind be able to pull away for a second, but then she instantly jumps back into, and your mind immediately, your eyes link up to her, and you feel your arms reaching back up to get closer and closer, and that is going to be the end of your turn. Rampu, same thing. You hear this song ever so alluring, pulling you closer and closer. You're going to use your full movement as well, and dash, so 5 feet plus 55 more feet, so you can get also 20 feet up.
Let me ask you something. Yeah, because he would be right below.
Yeah, he'll be right below you, essentially.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shimmering
so,
up.
Rampu, you're trying to climb up, and then eventually your head just hits the butt of Manto right below you, or right above you, rather. You're trying to get closer and closer, but you seemingly can't. Something in your mind, though, is an instinct or a second to possibly break out of this, potentially. Go ahead and make a wisdom save at the end of your turn. Yeah, you smell a whole bunch of bug ass.
It's like, oh!
What's funny is on a Dropout show right now, they have a character
18.
called a bug with a fat ass, and so I would imagine that's what Manto is right now. With an 18, though, your head, your nose goes right into the crack of Manto, and that really pulls you out of this instinct as you, and I really mean instinct on this too, as you look up and you shake your head out of it. What are you doing 15 feet above this ladder, or above the ground right now, climbing up the ladder? You shake yourself out of this alluring state, and you're no longer charmed by this beast. You'll be able to take your turn next turn, and Crick, you're up.
Langston shot the orange one, right? So the orange one is like...
The yellow one is glowing right now.
The yellow one's glowing. Okay, the orange one is the one that sang, though.
No, the yellow one is the one that sang.
Okay. Alright, and she's looking decent?
She's looking really hurt.
Looking hurt?
Yeah, especially, I mean, honestly,
All right.
the Rampu shot did a number on her. Oh, and actually, the last one, the Langston's 15 also.
I'm doing like jazz hands,
okay.
putting up. I'm like, Crick, if I can make a suggestion.
So I put a bonus action, my shield, and it just turns to this very confused face. And I lead over to Langston, and as I'm looking at them climbing, I'm like, that's a little weird. And then I launch a fireball at the one that's singing.
All right, so with advantage.
Oh, there's an 18.
18 will hit.
Hold on, I'll roll another d20
Mhm.
just to see if we can get a nat 20 on that. Nope. So we're gonna do 18 and 8.
Right next to me. 8 damage as you strike that firebolt right into the crow's nest. You watch as it explodes on her, and the fire spreads out to her wings. And, screams out to the sky, and you watch as she falls backwards over the edge of the crow's nest, tumbling down 50 feet onto the deck of the ship here. Bones shatter, and she is dead.
I just go, maybe they'll stop now.
I hope
falls
so,
to the
buddy.
ground. The singing's done.
The singing is
Stop
done.
singing.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, that's it.
Yep, Manto no longer incapacitated or charmed by her.
Oh yeah.
This harpy, though, right here sees that happen. Okay. With that, begins to see that you guys are a little bit tougher than maybe she expected. She swings down to you, Crick, raking a claw attack at you real quick. 6. Once again, pulls out the club and tries to smack you with that. Excuse me. 18.
That'll hit.
18 will hit. 3 points of damage. She boom hits you over the side of the head, and with that, she begins to fly away now once again. So she went down 15 feet, or she went down 10 feet to get to your eye level, and she's gonna go 20 more feet out if she can. But yeah, go ahead and.
I'm gonna op attack with the dagger.
Yep, that'll hit.
15 and 5.
Cool. She gets stabbed by the dagger and screams out once again, and then continues on her flight, going right about here. And she's only 5 feet above now. Actually, instead, we'll go 5 feet less and 10 feet up. And that's going to be her turn. Langston, you are up.
Okay. So, can I gauge, is this thing trying to make a break for it, or is it just doing, like, hit and run stuff?
The fear in its eyes that you guys could see was palpable. It definitely seems like it's trying to make a break for it right now.
Okay, well, gents, we're not having any of that. This thing came at us and then bit off more than it could chew. I'm not fucking standing for that. I'm launching another guiding bolt at this thing.
Hell yeah.
Good money, no whammies.
12 will just hit.
Ooh, schmutty! That is 17
Holy
damage.
Damn! 2 6s on there.
Yeah, shooting out a brilliant radiant light just streaming across the deck, like a laser beam just strikes into it as it's flying away. Its back arches backwards as it screams out, and its talons rip into the air trying to find something to grab onto, and you really hurt it now.
Just straight up like finger wagging. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't get to start this war and then dip out early. Gents! And I just grand gesture. I'm like, shoot this bitch!
Hell yes. Manta, you're up 20 feet up into the air. You're right there, 20 feet up. But you shake your head as the creature that has lured you and charmed you is dead now, no longer singing. And you see that there's one glowing on the north edge of the ship.
Okay, so logistically speaking, I have, I guess, like 4 arms, 2 legs. Can I hold on? Fuck yeah. Can I hold on to the
I would say that is a benefit of you having 4 arms, for sure.
Hell yeah. Can I hold on to the ladder and rip my bow?
I think that is absolutely possible, yes.
Yeah. And so, yeah, so my 2 right arms are holding on, and so my 2 left actually, no, that wouldn't work.
That doesn't make sense now.
Now we have problems.
Now you're fucking it up.
Gosh, now it's yes. I had to like do it. I'm like, wait, that doesn't work.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Anyways, I use all my legs and arms to rip my fucking short bow and try and drop it into the water.
You have advantage on this. So
Hell
that
yeah.
means you have sneak attack as well.
I don't need it.
Oh my gosh.
That's a nat 20.
Oh, that's a nat 20?
It didn't glow green, but yeah, that is a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah.
So go ahead and roll damage and roll your sneak attack damage with crits.
So let's see, 6. So 12 damage plus.
Yep.
5, so 17.
Another 6?
Oh no! So that should
Oh, no,
have
that
been,
was
1
everything.
6. So that should have been 8 then. We'll say if you count the 2.
Yep.
So, and what was the first number you said? 8 and
8
and 12.
12.
So 20 total. All right, Manto, how do you do it?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I immediately snap back to reality. Whoa. And there goes gravity as I rip my arrow, nail her,
For the
and
harpy.
she just plump. Yep. and she just drops to the ground as she's like flying away, and I just get the arrow right in the back of the dome, and you just go.
You guys just hear a splash in the waters down below you guys. No more movement anymore as these harpies that were in this seemingly luring you guys. Maybe the cause of why these ships were wrecking here in the first place, as Rampu, you being captain, knowing on the seas that harpies, of course, legend lore goes that many sailors have lost their lives due to the alluring song of a harpy and the way that they enchant and call you to go off course.
Spit to the corpse of one of them and just go, I fucking hate harpies. I look at the crew. You ever see one of these? You shoot in sight. They're little fucking assholes. Killed too many of my men in my day.
Oh, you hate to see it. Then I think we did the right thing here. I think handled them rather simply with just the range.
I wasn't even worried.
Well,
I will say, this little crew is quite a tantrum. But,
it's not bad.
as always, Captain Rampu, you know what they say when you're on someone else's ship. Just look at them.
I just look back at them. I don't think I've heard this one. What do they say? I just wait.
Always shit in the captain's bed. And I kind of start walking towards these doors in the south, which I'm assuming is the captain's quarters.
I turn to Langston and Alpaca like, oh yeah, I've heard that too.
I'm just like, Crick can shit? So we are here on 2 different wavelengths.
I just said, note to self, whenever you get your boat back, don't let this asshole on it.
Do not let Crick in the corners.
Check the bedroom.
I specifically said enemy ship.
You said enemy shit.
So, this door, as you approach it, Crick, I know you already opened it, but I forgot to have this on there, but it seems to be locked. As you go to open it up, it seems to have like a wooden bar blocking it.
I tried the other door as well. Are they both locked?
This door down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead and try to open that door if you'd like. As you go to approach it, you see there's no wooden beam going across it and easily can be pushed on open.
I'd open it up.
Alright. Door creaks on open, and inside you see a long dead headless skeleton just sits propped up against the counter over to the right, but the galley is otherwise empty, unless... Did that skeleton just move?
You tell me.
I shut the door.
The tone was completely different. I didn't know if you were narrating or not.
I shut the door and go, I don't think that's the captain. You said that's the galley. It's not like a room. You can look.
Happens when you go threatening to shit in people's ships. Whatever's behind there.
Why do you think they call it the poop deck?
Very fair. I really don't have anything to say about that. It's a pretty good point, actually.
Well, how about this? How about we all line up, I open the door, and we all shoot the skeleton.
Deal. And let me go first, because I can do my mark onto him. Kick his ass.
All right. I will allow you guys to assume the positions.
Since I'm a small creature, can I stand in the same space as someone?
I think tiny creatures can. I can't remember if
tiny,
smalls
not
can.
small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tiny, and halflings can. They have a trait.
Damn. Okay.
Alright.
I'll be like, I guess like right here. And
I figure everybody would line up.
Drawn.
Yep.
I mean,
basically, I would shoot and move over to the right. So if you want to stand behind me, you'll get
we
an
just
angle on.
like fucking knockout in basketball. We're just single file.
That's exactly it.
Incredible.
Langston says that, and I immediately put my my bow and arrow away and grab all my ball bearings.
Get ready to get the rebound.
Grab your rec specs.
All right, guys. 1, 2, 3, and I just kind of like creak the door open.
Creak the door open.
As soon as he does,
Yep.
I look over at the skeleton and apply my hunter's mark to it.
Okay.
Get ready to shoot.
You go to
this right here.
attempt to apply your hunter's mark on it, but it doesn't seem your arcane nature to connect to it. As you watch as a couple small crabs just skitter out from underneath the palm of the skeleton and just skitter away from it.
I look over at Craig. They were crabs, you idiot!
Langston
Crabs,
Sacred
look!
Flames.
Yeah.
Harpies and crabs.
I peek around and go, huh, they look different. Put my head
there's
back
two kinds
around.
of crabs. If you don't want the other kind. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Captain
take a-
always had smaller ones.
That too. And I
But-
walk in there. And I'm gonna see if there's anything in particular in here,
Hey,
worth taking.
you walk in here, it seems like an old galley. Everything in here is really just disheveled and wrecked and waterlogged. You see like mold and barnacles on the walls, and it doesn't seem, you look over for 5 minutes and everything in here just seems to be trash.
Okay, so then that only leaves one spot, and I look over to the guys. We're gonna have to break this door down, aren't we?
You guys do see two other doors over here as well, but yeah, there is of course this door.
You said so.
But
Is it a lock or ball?
There's like a
That
wooden beam like going across the front of it.
Which way is the back of the ship? Is this the back of the ship?
Where you are is the back, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, this is. They might be trying to keep something in here, but I still think we might want to take a look.
I guess I'll draw my short sword and start hacking at that wooden beam.
Can't we just like lift it up?
Yeah, you guys could try to force it up if you wanted to. Whoever wants to make a strength check to do that.
I'll do that.
Not high.
Crick goes to like push it. He just goes, "That's a good idea." He steps back.
Alright, there you go. Oh, man, that was almost a nat 20. 10.
10.
As I said, Crick was pushing it. Could that be like a help action, maybe?
Sure.
Roll it again, man.
Okay. As I think
pulling.
I think we then we're doing like yeah. So Rampu gets on underneath of it, begins to
Just hanging
drive
on
on up and push the beam up as hard as he can, and it's kind of like waterlogged and warped to like fit into there after a little bit of time of being stuck here. But eventually, you are able to dislodge it and push it up and get the beam out of there. The DC was 10. Yeah.
All thanks to Crick.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally.
Buff little gnome.
And, I line up again the same way, and I say, if Crick is right, we should be ready. So I'm gonna get my bow and arrow out. I say, Crick, open that door for me. And then I'm gonna wind back the arrow.
Anybody else?
I mean, I'll just kind of stand with my Where did I go?
Probably
There I
crabs again.
Oh,
Making
I'm actually
sweet love
I'm
to
moving
Rambo.
I'm just like, holy fuck, I'm mounted. Have that feat. I'll just kind of post up and just have Sacred Flame just kind of cooking in my hand, just like ready to kind of launch it.
Okay.
All right, guys. If you're ready, 1, 2, 3. I open the door.
The door crashes open to reveal 3 drowned sailors in a cabin that must have been luxurious. Guys, I'll just give you a quick overview of the room real quick, and we'll see if you guys have an opportunity to react real quick. But you see a bookcase half collapsed. It holds waterlogged and disintegrating books and scrolls. The polished wood desk leans awkwardly on 3 legs. It has an ornate compass set in the center. The bed is covered in rotting bedding and sags in the middle of it. A jagged hole gapes in the floor beside the bed, and these 3 drowned sailors all kind of groan and turn their attention to you as you push the door open. I'm gonna have one person make a dex check for me.
I do not have.
Have it be Manto. Damn it. Manto, do it. You have the highest dex, right?
Yeah.
Mine's +2 as well. So we both.
Oh, well, whoever has the high one.
Mine's
Mine's
+3.
+1.
That's all you, buddy.
Show
Plus
me
3,
21.
+3.
All right.
Ooh.
As the door opens up real quick, these zombies, a little, not too much pep in their step. I guess some lazy ones. You guys crash open the door real quick, and they groan as they turn around, and you guys all quickly have an opportunity to let off a shot if you'd like. One thing, so not like applying Hunter's Mark and shooting, but just like, yeah, one thing.
Can I move?
Sure. Well, if you're, no, because you kind of pushed open the door right here. We're about to go into initiative, so this is like you reacting right now to do whatever you want to do.
Okay, well I can't see them at all, so.
Oh, okay.
I can see the blue one here, so that's what I'm shooting at.
All right, go for it.
I imagine I was just like.
14.
Yeah, that makes sense. On the blue one, yep, that'll hit.
Yeah, buddy. Okay.
I technically can't see them from where I am as well, so I guess I can.
Okay.
9 damage. Oh
9
yeah.
damage. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And Langston?
I'm just gonna cook a Sacred Flame at the blue one. Might as well double down because I can see all 3 from where I am.
Save.
So.
6.
Praise be! New level, who dis?
All right. Oh, massive too.
7.
Cool. As this radiant light just
Dude, Sacred
burns
Flame
down
is
on
nasty.
him. It's a good one. You obviously have the attention of these shambling undead sailors now, and I need everyone to roll initiative as they are ready to attack.
Oh, my initiative.
Back into the shit. God damn it.
19.
Double thing.
Good for everybody being above 10 on initiative today. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, solid.
It's a
All right.
luxury I wish I had.
Manto, quick with it, sneaking around the corner. Well, so technically they don't see you right now, Manto. Do with that as you please.
Real sneaky like Pearl Harbor. I
If you want to use your bonus action to like actually do the.
Wait, say it again. There's laughter up in here.
Oh, these shitty
I
weapons.
say if you want a cutting action to actually fully, you know, well, actually, never mind. I guess that doesn't make sense. Do whatever you please.
Yeah. So I will just kind of like poke right around this door. I'll pop out real quick, say howdy, and I'm gonna rip the orange one.
So now they do see you. Okay. Go for it.
Would that not be sneak attack anymore?
No,
Or-
yeah. So that's what I was saying. If you wanted to, as a bonus action, you could do cunning action and hide, and then you could technically like try to stealth like into this like position or whatever.
Does that work like that?
Oh yeah, because if you're hidden, you get
Yeah, sneak attack.
sneak attack.
Yeah, that's how it works, Luke. So to be hidden, whatever, you have to hide or do the stealth
Okay.
action. You know.
Right. I just assumed, regardless, I still have to show myself to hit
But if
them.
you're trying to hide, then you're trying to hide.
Okay.
Still hide at the end of this though for next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So 9 damage on which
Oh.
one? is massive.
Orange.
Orange, all right.
And can I attempt as cunning action to hide just behind Langston?
Sure. You are a little bit smaller, so yeah, we can try to do that.
I'll like
Go for
hold
it.
my shield up and like crouch down.
Make a stealth
Little fucking
check.
prey mantis.
Stealth check.
Yeah, I mean, you know, zombies aren't the most perceptive type, so you might stay hidden from them. You know, they're not the wisest or intelligent. You're pretty confident that you are a stealthy motherfucker and have gotten a nice hiding location behind Langston.
Hell yeah.
All right, Rampu.
That is my turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and reapply my hunter's mark on old Blue over here,
Oh, Blue.
and then I'm gonna take a shot at him with my longbow.
Let's go for it.
Oh, 17, I
Mhm.
love you.
That hits.
So you got that plus. Come on, make it high. Oh, god damn it. 5.
5. Okay. This arrow strikes into it. You watch as it begins to tumble backwards into the wall. You've seen this song and dance many times now. Let's go ahead and make this con save. But as it tumbles back into the wall, it just slumps down as the arrow pierces into its head and does not seem to move until another crab kind of shimmies out from underneath of it. And yeah, that one is fully dead, it seems.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Anything
That's
else
my
for
turn.
you? Cool. Perfect. It was going to be his turn next, so now it's Crick.
Alright, so I'm going to come up here. Oh, I see him now. I see these two guys, and I just kind of get in the middle of the doorway. I'm like crouched down. I put my shield up. I'm prepared for them. I cast dodge. I take the dodge action, and then I cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
Oh.
Is Sanctuary a bonus action?
Bonus action, yep. But bonus action, so
Cool.
wisdom save to attack me, or they have to attack someone else, but I'm standing like in the doorway, stopping them from going around.
All right. Sounds good. Anything else for you?
That is it.
All right. So this, let's see, is that black circle? Yeah. Begins to shamble on over closer to you. Its jaw dislocated as it's chomping and trying to get towards you. It lifts up its arms to try to slam you, but oh wait, actually it's this and not that. 18.
So that'll work.
Okay, and then
And you gotta take the
disadvantage
attack.
on the attack. 7 on the hit. Ooh, I rolled a 19 on the other one, so
Nothing.
he goes to try to strike into you and just hits your shield as he bangs into that smiling or frowning face, whatever face it's making right now. He kind of just like...
It's an angry face now.
Nice. He kind of just tumbles on over a little bit to the north, leaving an open space for this one down here. Actually, you know, they're not that smart. He wouldn't do that. This orange one will just kind of have to go around him now. Wisdom save. 17.
Dang.
It does it.
All right. Oh, not an advantage. Disadvantage. He tries to slam attack you. 12 will miss, as these two zombies are both here just trying to hit into you. You got your shield blocking the way, and they can't seem to connect with the body
And like I
behind
said,
it.
I'm already like 4'1", and I like go down to like not quite a knee, but like the shield itself is like touching the ground more or less. So I'm assuming they can just shoot right over my head.
Cool. Yeah. Langston, you are up.
Cool beans. I had everything to use in that harpy fight, so I'm just gonna
yeah.
keep at what worked before and just Sacred Flame.
Black or orange?
Let's go with orange.
Okay. Wisdom or Dex save rather.
Yes, sir.
17.
And he's back. Don't worry, everybody. It was just a slip up. He's back.
I rolled a 19.
Don't you worry. Langston still can't do fuck all. Okay,
Nah, he's got
and
it.
then
Dude, clerics are awesome.
Langston's got it.
I think that's all I can do with that, because that is an action for me to do. So I'll just kind of like make sure I like didn't move anything to give away Manto's position. Just kind of had the shield up and be like, "It was me that shot you before."
Perfect.
No one else. Only Langston. I'm the only one here.
Love it. Anything else for you?
No, that'll be all.
Manto, you are up. You're still hidden currently.
The zombies are like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Before I kind of like pop out, I'm like,
what fucking weirdo.
before I pop out to shoot him, I like telepathically speak to Langston. I'm like, nice. They never suspect it's me.
I really think I sold that one. Go get it.
Oh yeah. And so then I just kind of slide over, and like I have like the part of the bow that I'm holding like right up against his Langston's hip. And like I just kind of slide my eye out as I have it drawn, and I just shoot right along his hip above, crick, and hitting this black one.
Okay. All right. Let's see. You do get advantage because you're hidden.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna need it. Oh, 11?
An 11 will hit.
Yay!
That is with a little bit of cover.
4.
4.
Sneak attack.
Okay. Yep.
Wow. Minimum damage.
Minimum
Wow.
damage.
Still damage. Still damage.
You strike
You're like-
into him though. You pop on out, letting your position be momentarily known if these things weren't completely void of intelligence. You can try to hide again though if you'd like as your bonus action.
Yep, cunning action. I slide right behind Langston again. I'm like, I still think it's you, buddy.
Don't you worry, I got this.
Go ahead and make a
I
stealth
am
check.
the distraction.
Stealthy. Oh, 21.
Yep. Beautiful. Anything else for you?
I'm the invisible man. That is everything.
Yeah, even though you didn't take the action to do it, I'd imagine your chameleon carapace kind of changes color to match with maybe some of the waterlogged boards and wood like behind you and everything.
Big time.
Rampu, you're up.
Okay. I can see over Crick, right? Because he's pretty short.
Correct. Yeah. I am giving him a +2 to their AC for that cover. It's just a little bit of cover.
Well, bonus action, reapply Hunter's Mark. And I'm going to shoot the orange guy, and I'm going to shoot my short bow at him. Let's go, mama. 14?
14 will hit.
Yeah, buddy. So that plus that. Oh, yeah, 12 damage.
Nice. 12 damage. Another one. Arrow pierces through the air, flying right by Crick's head and his shield. Hits this zombie, and you see as he starts to like, get the spins for a second. I need to roll a 17. Ooh! Gets the spins for a second, but he puts his arm against the wall and looks over at you. Just shakes his head back and forth.
He's starting to walk around now.
Somehow he's still alive. Do you want to do any movement or anything else?
I'll stay put.
Okay, Crick, you are up.
That's it.
All right, so as I see all that happen, you guys just see me just like dig my right heel and my left toe in as I'm like pushing at the shield. Just gonna take the dodge action again.
Okay.
And then bonus action, you guys don't see it, but these ghouls see this face on my shield actually mirror their own.
Oh god.
It just looks like a ghoul on my shield now.
Terrifying. Anything else?
That's it.
It's like the Necronomicon cover.
Yep.
God.
Yeah. Alright, this zombie now, seeing this face in front of him, tries to see if he can make something of it. 12? Nope.
It's 13.
Okay, I'm trying to think what a zombie would do in this situation, because they are not smart or wise or anything. I think he would just be so dumb, like he doesn't know what's going on, he just wants to try to drive towards you, but he can't figure out why you can't, and it's going to be his turn there. The orange one is going to try to do the same. And same thing, he's got this arrow just lodged in one of his eye sockets right now. And he's like, you see him lurching over towards you, Crick. The back of the arrow is getting like inches away from your face, but for whatever reason he stops just as it's like 6 inches away from your face, and something pushes him back momentarily. And he can...
And at this point, you guys just hear Crick go, ha, 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 ha. He's just like doing that, just like nonstop for the rest of the turn.
Incredible. Langston, you are up.
I just yell out, "You cannot penetrate the absolute incredible fortress of Crick," and then I'll just launch another.
You need consent. All right.
He has not provided. I just launched a holy flame at him.
Black one or orange one for Sacred Flame?
Oh, well, orange is the one that's like kind of lurching,
he's like
giving the head shake. I'm like, we got a sassy mother yuck in our midst. There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
And 2 damage.
That's all you need, as this radiance just burns down on him. He's spinning around once again with this light, just like flames all over him, trying to put it out until he stops, drops, and rolls on the ground until he's no longer rolling and just in shambles. Anything else for you?
Nope. I just like will still give the illusion that I'm like, oh, is this fire and arrows? What can't he do? And just do like a little shimmy, just waiting for Manto to shoot behind me.
All right.
Knowing
Amazing.
full well these zombies have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh yeah. Amazing. Manto, you are up.
Before I shoot, I'm like, yeah, we should be bards.
I think we could slay it. Let's find a dragon. If we can work some magic.
I said no multi-classing.
Again, I just gotta pop out off his hip and just shoot another arrow at the black one.
Go for it.
Whoa.
Let's see. For whatever reason, Manto actually turned his arrow to the side when he did this one.
I'm like, class act.
17 will hit.
I also have advantage, so hold on. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Oh my god. Are we gonna go for minimum damage again? Nope. Alright.
Nice.
There you go.
That sneak attack helped. Pierces flying through the air past Crick, hits him in the shoulder, kind of the upper part of his chest, of course, and you see a bunch of slobber, and a couple of his teeth actually spit out in Crick's direction upon the impact of that. And did you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I go behind Langston again, and then I just, real quick, as I'm, getting comfortable behind him, I just slide my hand in his pocket to see if I find anything.
What the fuck?
How's anything wrong with that?
So that would be an action to do. You don't have a bonus action ability to do that. Actually, I guess it's a free action interaction kind of thing.
Action?
Love.
Action?
Go ahead and go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
22.
Yeah, and your passive perception is not higher than 22, so
Nope.
Langston, what does he find?
Yeah.
One thing. You can maybe roll like a d20 if you want to and count it off of your list, or
Lint.
Let's just say you find,
or maybe something that's not even on your equipment list.
You just find like an extra pair of boxers.
Fair.
I'm just like, I look over my shoulder and see that he's like pitching a tent behind me, just like posting up to keep shooting from here, and I'm just like, what did you take my boxes? What the shit? Okay.
That's not the kind of pinching I was thinking.
I packed those specifically for whenever we need to go swimming. Cool. I'm back to this.
Incredible. All right.
Thanks, buddy.
You really should have this in your bag or something.
You really shouldn't go in my pockets. This is a conversation for later. How dare you?
Touche, but it's what I do.
Any movement, Manto?
Yeah, my pockets.
Yeah, other than that?
After that, I would feel obliged to walk over behind Rampu.
Okay, so you're like standing on the steps. Oh, that would then. Gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say you're standing on the stairs. All right, Rampu, you are up now. Watch your pockets.
Okay. I look over at them, and I just think to myself, that's it. And I step over to Craig, and I'm going to reapply Hunter's Mark to this guy.
Yep.
Take a shot at him. God damn it. I'm lucky that, actually. An 8.
8 will just... Actually, no, I'm sorry. 8 will miss with Crick there.
Is it Crick?
Yep.
God damn it, Crick!
It'll just miss. Yeah, as you go and pull back, try to shoot that, it hits the back of Crick's shield, boom, and flies. The arrow actually recoils and flies past your head and Langston's head.
I move over here, just out of sight.
All right.
So that's my turn.
Crick, you're up. This one in front of you has an arrow lodged into its shoulder from Manto, and it's looking pretty weak.
Crick hears, "God damn it, Crick!" And he goes, "Oh, okay." And he, I can't like move over here, can I?
Yeah, sure you
Can I
can.
just move there?
Yeah.
I can. Okay, like he like thinks someone's trying to get in here, so he just kind of like slides on by, and then
Nice.
he's staring at the guy again with his sanctuary on, and he takes the dodge action.
Hell yeah. All right. Anything else for you? Hilarious.
That's it.
All right.
He's still just laughing. Huh?
As you squeeze on by this zombie, its attention, of course, stays on you. Seemingly cannot lift its arms to attack you, though, for whatever reason. And in a fury, it just kind of begins to stumble out of this room. And 1 through 2 is
No
up top,
reaction,
3
yeah.
through 4 is to the right. Okay, go for it.
Oh,
Where is it? Actions. Nope.
Nope. This zombie sees Langston right there and just shambles over to him and just cracks him with a slam.
can I do the warding flare?
Sure, yeah, I didn't, yeah, let me go ahead and roll it again. I didn't really give you an opportunity to make one. Oh, there we go, both ends of the spectrum. As you go ahead and describe how you do that.
I'm full on just like, all right, Crick's in the way. Crick isn't in the way. Where's the Fortress of Crick? Holy fuck, he's in my face. And I just like throw up like a giant flash.
Hell yeah.
Like, what the hell happened in 2 seconds?
And
You don't. Just, but Crick is so happy that he listened to the people behind him, so that they could like interact with these people. So he just sit there with this big smile on his face. He's like, "Good job, Crick."
incredible. As a zombie now, you blind the zombie momentarily as he tries to strike you, Langston. You have an opportunity to strike back.
Oh, I mean, yep, fuck it. I'll just swing the mace then. I'm just yelling, what happened to the Fortress of Crick? And I'm just swinging the mace. 12?
That will hit.
Sweet. That's a 5.
5 damage. You strike him upside the head with this club, and you guys watch his eyes roll in the back of his skull. Birds start cuckooing around his head, and let's go ahead and see if I can roll a 10.
Good for you.
I do. As
To be fair, that's not a 10. It's not a 10.
it's above a 10. That's what I needed. As you hear the cuckoo birds flying around his head, he grabs one and bites the head off of it and throws it down, and he's still alive and ready to kill still. Anything else for you,
Wonderful.
Langston?
Fear. Just witnessed a bird die. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah.
These things do have intelligence. That was with intent.
Manto, you're up.
All right. Yep, we are gonna go.
You get sneak attack
Back.
because two allies are in range. Or within
No,
5 feet.
I know. I'm gonna go back behind Langston and poke around him and shoot him with my arrow.
Okay.
Because I can. 18.
18 will hit.
5 plus 5 is 10.
Okay, let's see. 15 plus is Manto. Go ahead and how do you do it, Manto?
Yep. So, yeah, I've been about 1,000 behind Langston. Yeah, I'm walking over here and I'm like, all right, they still think it's you, buddy. And I just I crouch right behind him, do a quick little shimmy and shoot like at pretty much at Langston's knee level and shooting up, and he just takes an arrow like through the chin, up his head.
Oh yeah.
And through his head, and it hits the bird. Bird's head off, and down goes Frazier.
Incredible.
These poor avians.
As that last strike flies through the zombie's skull, the last thought to ever go through that dome, these 3 drowned sailors now strewn across the deck, all lifeless once and for all. Yes, I'll go ahead and give you guys a recap of what's in that room once again real quick. Just a reminder, you see a bookcase, half collapsed. It holds waterlogged and disintegrating books and scrolls. The polished wood desk leans awkwardly on 3 legs. It has an ornate compass set in its center, and the bed is covered in rotting bedding and sags in the middle. Yep.
As we finish killing these, I stop everybody and say, okay, rule number 1. I'm not a captain of many rules other than the first couple of 1,000. But if we're going to be traveling together, no more stealing from each other. Special creepy stuff. Now look over at Manto. We understood? I don't want to see his dirty drawers coming out of anybody's hands.
Dirty. These are pristine. I like flex like pure white boxers, never touched by dirt ever.
Captain, with all due respect, it's out of love, okay? I was gonna give him his
Spit
boxers
into
back.
the ground.
I give
Why are they
Manto a gold
thought?
coin.
Crick.
You really think I wanted his boxers there?
Well, you reach in a man's back pocket, you should not be shocked what you find.
I do actually. I give Manto a gold coin because I'm just like, here, buddy. You were shooting true. I know this is something you're about. I got no need for this. Now I'll give Manto 1 gold coin that he gave us from earlier.
I grab it, and the moment he kind of turns his head, I just slide the gold coin back in his pocket so that he doesn't notice.
Just like I'm like, I did a good thing. This is something he appreciates.
I'm like, he's gonna love when he sticks his hand in his pocket and he finds a random gold coin.
All I hear is this: "Don't steal stuff. Don't steal from Langston. Don't touch him." And Crick just kind of walks out and he locks eyes with everybody, and he goes, "If you touch Langston, you touch Crick." And he just kind of like sits there, puts his arms on his shoulders, just stays there for a second. Just completely silent.
After all this happens,
And
I
just look at him like, all right, sure.
You heard the man.
After all this happens, I like Rudo run right past everyone into here to see what I'm seeing. See if I can get my hands on anything valuable real quick. And
Hey, it's not
immediately
us.
See the ornate compass, and I'm like, ooh, mine.
Yeah. You
He
grab the
goes to take
compass.
The compass no,
Yes,
I'm gonna stop that. I said, no, whoa. One of us here is a captain, and will actually need this, and not a klepto. So
You should have been a little faster then, buddy. As I take it and put it in my bag.
I think there's a way to draw for this, because that's not cool.
Remember who the fast
So-
one is.
So Crick was in here first, right? So he saw everything,
Yeah.
and so he would have naturally been pulled to the compass because he's a compass guy, real big with compasses. They're great, loves them. As soon as he sees
Huge.
Manto like touch the compass, they're huge compasses.
Huge compass.
Great. They always point north. Sometimes they point south, but you know what? You just spin them and then boom, it's north again. It's great. So as soon as Mantis goes for the compass, like Crick would just put his hand like on. I mean, they're actually like eye to eye. So he just kind of puts the hand on the shoulder and is just. Can we look at that together? To Mantis.
I suppose.
Yeah, the compass, it's set into the desktop, so you guys see it's like actually like placed into there.
Yeah.
You know, if you after observing it for a little bit of time, it looks like you could probably pry it out of there if you'd like. But yeah, it's a nice kind of, you know, older looking ornate compass that's set into there.
Is there like it's just a compass? Is there any? Can I pull out Richard and start poking at the compass?
Yeah, you pull out Richard and start poking at it, and don't really pick up anything else from it. It just seems like some sort of compass. Doesn't seem to have any sort of arcane nature to it or anything like that.
There's no like divots on the wood around it signifying where they were going or anything like that.
No, yeah, there's nothing like that anywhere on there. Nope.
Okay. Then I just kind of look to Mantos and go, "That's a nice compass." And I start looking at something else.
I take my crowbar out and start kind of like shimmying it in between like the desk and the compass itself, just to gently pry it out.
Yeah, takes you just a
And
couple
as they
quick
do
minutes.
all that,
Mhm.
I'm gonna look on the desk and see like stuff that they actually wrote. See if they talk about what's been going on, travel routes, anything of the sort.
Yeah. As you go and observe the desk real quick, you kind of have to go around Manto as he's prying this compass out and give him a quick little eye roll. But you have kind of start going through the papers and whatnot. And you see that there's a pouch that, you know, first catches your eye because it's got some little bit of weight to it. You hear some clanging. You open it up and there's about 50 gold pieces in there. You guys also find a set. Yeah.
I take that real quick before Klepto Boy does. Notices.
You look around and you see on the papers here, they all seem to be like coordinates and components of different maps and cartographers kinds of components. So all together, you imagine there's like a leather casing here. It would make a full set of cartographers tools for you guys to claim if you'd like. And there's also a dagger in here. Doesn't seem to have any sort of, you know, nothing kind of very special or anything, but it seems like a family heirloom.
Cool. Well, I'll take a dagger for myself. I'll split. Everybody take 12 gold pieces.
Ooh, gentleman in the Scala.
I'll take the difference, which I believe is 14. And the cartography tools. I look over at Crick and I say, "Hey, buddy, happy birthday." Even though I don't really know anything about Crick, but I just give him the tools.
You hand them in Crick's hands, and his eyes light up like he's seen like a lost lover as he pulls out, like, you know, the compass and like the right angle, and he's just holding like both of them up, and there's paper and there's a pen, and oh god, he starts to shake a little bit. And he shakes probably for like a minute while you guys are in this room, and then eventually he stops. He just instantly stops shaking.
And I think to myself, note to Captain, don't give him stuff anymore.
And then you notice he like takes them and he puts like the compass right next to the compass that he already has. And he takes the pen and he puts it right next to the pen that he already has, because he already has a set of cartographer's tools. And he's still just so happy. And he has 2 sets of these beautiful tools.
And I'm just sitting there like, damn. Well, you're definitely gonna be my first mate then.
Twice as prepared.
Anywho,
Yeah, the rest of the papers in here don't seem to signify anything of importance.
Okay, well, I look over at the guys. Well, clearly, whoever we killed in here might have been the first to be infected. Thus the door being jammed. But, I still have no idea what really brought this ship down. So maybe let's check out the other doors and see if we can find some information.
Absolutely.
The other side.
The ships that the notes that Rampu was exploring, like, on the desk, is that, like, from the bookcase, too, or is the bookcase still, like, did anyone look at that? I want to make sure, because I know you said, like, leftover stuff.
Yeah, there's really, like, if you look over it, it's all, like, old stories and like, sailors' tales and fables and things like that. There's nothing of, like, knowledge or, real importance.
Then Langston full on is like, other doors, and just does like a little dancey dance out of the room.
Okay. You guys continue on. Manto has made his way over to this northeast door over here. No lock on it, but there is a nice handle that seems to jiggle if you twist it.
I'm gonna jiggle that handle.
Jiggle it, baby.
Hey.
Jiggle, jiggle, baby.
We are on one tonight.
do you open the door?
After I jiggle it, yeah.
All right.
Oh, we'll move over there.
Go ahead and do so if you
I
please.
can't move. I'm mounted again.
Ah!
All right. In here, you
And
see
I shut the door.
you see 6 double bunks that line the edges of this cabin. The personal effects are all strewn about the room, and a faded painted portrait hangs on the wall.
Wait, I'm sorry, what kind of portrait?
A faded painted one.
Okay,
And it's a
faded.
little older.
Yeah. I walk over to the painting, see if there's like any like sort of who or what it's showing.
Yeah, you observe it, and you see that the portrait shows a young couple smiling and embracing each other. Written across the bottom of the portrait are the words, Althea and Brastos, together forever. You see the black-haired woman. She wears a sailor's uniform similar to the tatters worn by the zombies aboard the ship. And the blonde-haired man, he wears some, like, merchant's finer clothes.
Hey, everyone should I think everyone should come and check this out real quick. And I kind of like gesture them on in.
I'll saunter inside.
Yeah.
So I should look at that. Can we pull out the note that we found and see if either of these names pop up or if any characteristics that tie these people?
Well, so that's what I was getting at here, Crick. See, Althea is the one that they had mentioned in that note.
Yeah, it's in the game log.
Yep, and Brastos, it seems based off of this image here that maybe is her boyfriend or husband, in which the talisman was given.
You guys had the talisman.
Yep.
Well,
I
correct.
checked that out.
Oh, so we have to bring it to Brastos.
I think we need to take it back to Dragon's Rest and see if they have any more information.
This whole picture?
The talisman, I think you meant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well
yeah,
we
the
have
talisman.
the talisman. We have the talisman.
Yeah. Is there anything like behind the picture? Could Crick like look at the edges and
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Does the couple,
14?
do they look like they're anything important? King, queen, prince, anything, or just?
Like I said, the woman, she's got black hair. She's wearing a sailor's uniform that looks similar to like what the zombies were wearing, essentially. But the blonde-haired man, yeah, he's wearing like finer merchant's clothes, seeming like maybe that it was maybe their ship, perhaps. But with a 14, Crick, you're kind of searching around the room looking for any sort of hidden maybe passages or secret stashes or anything like that. You look around the frame of this picture. I don't seem to see anything along there, but then you start going around the floorboard, around the beds here, and you notice that the floorboard in the middle of the room actually is kind of raised slightly above its neighbors.
You guys see Crick just get down, and he sees it up, and he like puts his eye next to it. He goes like, "This is not level." As he looks up there, everybody.
I look over and say, "That's a great find, Crick." I bend down and I try to lift it up.
Okay.
Yeah, here, buddy. And I help him by getting my crowbar under it. And I'm like, here, now try pulling it.
Have a
That gives
trusty.
the help action.
Sure. Yeah, as Rampu goes down and you use that crowbar easily enough, you're able to lift that floorboard up, but you hear a wisping kind of sound through the air as you feel a pierce, pinprick in your neck, Rampu. Actually, let's go see if it actually hits. This will be +5, so yeah, 23 to hit. Let's see, it deals...
Ouch.
You feel 3 points of piercing damage as it pierces into your neck, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Jesus Christ. Ooh, a 6.
And you feel this little bit of liquid start dripping into your veins with this needle of the tip of this dart that you pull out, and you take an additional 4 points of poison damage.
That's just like...
Crick sees this and he's like, "I just said it was off center."
Yes!
I guess he wasn't on the level. And I'll apply a healer's kit. I'll use a charge of my healer's kit for Captain Rampu.
But as Rampu pulls out the board fully after pulling this dart out of his neck and seeing a little bit of the poison drip down his scales, inside of underneath this floorboard, you do see like a large sack hidden underneath there.
I reach in there and I say, "This better be good."
You pull it up and you hear some jiggling of some metal clanging back and forth against each other, and it's much heavier than the last pouch that you just found in the captain's quarters. As you pull open the sack and you see 200 gold pieces at least stacked in here.
Ooh, and I get a wide grin, even though I was just almost poisoned to death. And I say, "Mateys, Rampu, the captain has found some booty. Oh yeah!" And I spread the wealth around between the four of us. Every good captain knows all the booty has to be spread. So 50 gold pieces.
50 each, yeah. But yeah,
all the harpies in the crowd.
Crick, as you look around, elsewhere, it really seems to be that's all that you find within this room. No other hidden things or anything like that.
By the way, did you do the damage on the health kit there, Langston?
Oh, no, I did not. I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt the flow
Sorry,
of things. Let me
yes.
roll that for you.
No, it,
No, it's all good. You get 1d6 plus 6.
So
Yeah, 10.
the painting or the image
Plus
in the
your
frame,
2, so you get 12.
is it like on like some sort of like paper or parchment, or
It's like a
that I can,
it's like linen and
take
framed.
out of the frame? So can I take it out of the frame and like roll it up and throw it in my bag?
It's like stretched along like a frame, like a canvas essentially.
So it is kind. Okay, so it is kind of like one with the frame.
Yeah.
I see him like eyeing this up, and I'm like, "You do have a dagger."
Does he? Because I have a dagger. And I didn't go do it.
I have a
And I
mace.
Go the perimeter. Don't use that.
I'm just like, ah? Oh, okay.
And I
A hole right through it.
I just go just right around the perimeter. I cut it out,
Alright.
and then again roll it up, stuff it in my bag.
Okay. You go ahead and take that painting off the wall there, and you hold on to it. Alright. Anything else for anyone else in here?
Nope. On to the next one.
Okay.
Can Langston get this one? Langston hasn't gone to open any doors yet. I want the blood rush.
All right.
The final
You better
room of
duck
the ship.
afterwards. Get my bow and arrow ready.
Okay.
I'm just super enthusiastic thumbs up. Like, what
Length
could
is
go
on the
wrong?
other side of the, or he's on the other side of the door. Crick.
Alright. As you approach the door, see a handle in front of you.
Does it jiggle?
Oh, it jiggles.
Langston crosses
Jiggle
his eyes and
diggles.
looks upward.
He just hears in his
Working.
mind. Oh, nice.
Oh, Langston shudders and opens the door.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Alright, as you open up the door, go ahead and click the button. You see in front of you, I think you need to just, yep, there you go.
Did that work?
We'll just click the button now. Of the door.
I did. Okay.
There's a little
Click on it.
door.
Oh, wait, sorry, I've got your guys' boat blocking it. There you go.
There we go. My bad.
Oh, no, that's my fault. You see, in here, a long table takes up most of the cabin, which must have served as some sort of mess hall. You see just decaying chairs are scattered about, and broken glass and crockery litters the floor. And you guys look around in here, and there's nothing of interest in here. I'll save the time.
I look over at Manto. Say, sure there's nothing good to steal there, Klepto? And I to my head, Klepto, that's a good nickname.
I mean, I would probably take the table runner, but I'm starting to run out of space in my bag.
Honest man. Honest man.
At least he's committed.
Hilarious.
Well,
Langston claps his hands together and is like, cool! I did nothing, and then just turns around and just struts out.
You open the door.
question
Crick. Crick looks in. What a room.
I appreciate your optimism, Crick, more than I can express.
Incredible. The sun is beginning to get set beyond the coast now. Over towards the Sword Coast and Faerun. It would make it'd be wise to possibly get back to Dragon's Rest before evening.
Shall we?
It's time to go there, boys. But I do get an eerie feeling that, I mean, aside from all the weird shit we fought, I don't know what brought the ships down. Unless it was the singing guys. What are they called again?
The Harpies. Yeah, you'd have a strong inkling that, especially as I was saying, as a captain yourself, like, I'm not even gonna make you do a check for this because it's a very well-known sailor's lore and everything like that. That Harpies are known for taking down ships constantly. They lure the captain or the sailors to drive them to whatever means necessary to have them crash and then infiltrate and steal from them and feast as well. So with these two Harpies dead, and you also saw the crow's nest up top that they had situated up there, it seemed like a little makeshift nest, that this is definitely something that they have made a home of themselves.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like the likely reason could be these Harpies, but we'll talk to the villagers when we get back and see if that makes sense. Or attacks this tale that we're seeing. At least we got something to go on.
True. And I mean, in our case, though, the Harpies may have been this one, but what was ours? That still begs a
It's
question.
definitely true. Because I didn't hear any singing.
No.
And
If
let
you
me
did,
tell
that was
you,
probably me screaming.
whatever it was, it definitely wasn't natural. Or that much.
Definitely still.
But, let's get going. Back to the ship.
With potential cause of the shipwrecks in mind and taken care of with the deaths of these Harpies, and the talisman in hand of what could, or what probably is the cause of this zombie curse on this island. You guys set sail on this dinghy back to Dragon's Rest, and just takes about 2 hours for you guys to get back there, a little under that. And once again, you guys sail upon the shore of Dragon's Rest, tie off the boat to secure it, and begin to ascend up the cliff face along those steep stone steps to the actual monastery itself. Oh, let's see if all you guys are here. Who am I missing? Manto's right here. There we go. Yay. Okay. And you guys begin to climb up the stairs once again, and early evening now. Like I said, the sun has not fully set, but it's just about there, and you see some of the kobolds beginning to climb up the path, making their way up to dinner and whatnot. And out of one of the rooms comes the golden-haired Runera, and she stands as you guys approach up the stairs, getting closer and closer to her. And as you guys make your way on up there, she greets you all and says, "Oh, well, welcome back, the four of you. It's glad to see that you made it back early enough, and it looks like you're all in one piece. Please, tell me about your adventures."
Well, milady, when we made it out to the shipwreck, we found creatures of the undead kind, like we did with the sailors. I've gone down into the sea before. That's not the only thing. I growl. There were dirty, disgusting harpies as well.
Oh,
Which I have a feeling were the ones that brought down that ship. Had set up shop there, you see. Looked like they'd been there for quite a while.
I see. Yeah, harpies, of course, as the stories go, for ages past, they've been taking down ships in the middle of the sea and ravaging them and killing the sailors and making homes where they can. Makes great sense that could be a possibility of what could be causing the shipwrecks. And you say, did you take care of these harpies for us?
Oh, those harpies won't be bothering you anymore, milady.
Well, that pleases me very much. I assume that violence was needed, but of course I'm sure that was a necessary avenue to, of course, keep us safe and any of the sailors on the sea safe, and make sure that no others have the same fate as you almost had, apparently, and many others in the past have.
Well, as you know, milady, the harpies aren't necessarily the talking kind of creatures, so can't really reason them too much. The only thing you can do is put an arrow right between their eyes and guarantee that that disgusting brain isn't able to produce any sound. Those vocal cords. Again, I just hate
descriptive.
You see her kind of like shiver with that description. She says, again, whatever you needed to do, I will not hold that against you. Just we thank you for helping protect us here and other future visitors potentially. Was there anything else that you all encountered or discovered?
Well, I did see a portrait of what looked like an interesting couple, milady. And the lady seemed to be a soldier or a shipmate to the sword. Yeah, her uniform, but the husband seemed to be someone important. I describe exactly what they look like. So would that ring a bell to you?
Does anyone else chime in as he's describing as well?
Yeah, I would, because I have the image in the talisman. She would hear in her head the names Althea and Brastos.
You see her as you mention the name. She nods sadly in your guys' direction. So yes, I remember Brastos. He was Althea's husband, but he died many years ago. he came here to Dragon's Rest, seeking his own peace and a renewed path. But unfortunately, well, he's laid to rest at the graveyard at the top of the cliffs on the northern point of the island. If you'd like to pay a visit, but yes, it was many, many years ago.
Do you recall how he came to pass?
I do not. Believe it was just an illness of sorts.
Mantos, have you shown her the letter?
I would pull out then the letter, and I would hand it to her and be like, "We did find this as well."
She kind of unravels it and begins to read it. Looks up at you guys a couple times while reading it. You see a tear gently roll down her cheek. Just a tragic story. Just a love that never wanted to be lost and separated after death, clutching onto whatever they could to make sure that they could live with each other for eternity, no matter what the cause. And it's extremely, extremely sad. You see, do you have the talisman that the letter speaks of?
Yeah, I show that one. I think you gave it to me, right?
I think so.
The talisman?
Yes. It's like the hand.
Yeah, I did give it.
Because that was I like handed to her, and I'm just like, there was talk of influence of Orcus. I don't know how prevalent that is, and I'll like show her the talisman.
Vile Orcus, god of undeath. Well, that would explain many, many things, especially the reason why so many of these dead sailors and such have been coming back as zombies. There's some sort of curse, a beckoning to Orcus to keep them here, to live on for eternity, no matter the cause. And well, I think what we need to do, or what you all need to do, is she looks at the talisman and places it back in your palm. Langston kind of closes your hand around it. I would ask for you to bring this back to Brastos' grave. Like I mentioned, it's on the Clifftop Cemetery. You can find it's covered in white wildflowers and marked with simple wooden slabs as we use for the graves. But maybe, perhaps bury it in the soil and give it back to him as this letter states, or destroy it, burn it. I don't know, but I feel like bringing it back to Brastos as this letter direly asked for could be the answer.
Okay. Can I roll like just an insight check just to see like, has she had an idea that it could have been Orcus and is now like maybe we're at a point she could direct us to deal with it or anything like that?
Sure, go ahead and make an insight check.
Cool beans. Hey, don't you worry, that's a natural one.
Yeah. Not quite sure. No. She seems like she's being genuine in the answer she's giving you guys. You don't really make out any ulterior motives or ideas in the back of her head.
Langston is skeptical of the occult.
Of course.
I kind of look at her and I'm like, I understand based off of what you and Captain Rampu have said about the Harpies, but it almost seems as if this ship, more specifically, whether it's the ship or Althea, was almost targeted. Would you have any sort of intel or any further knowledge about whether this could be, a target or not?
Targeted in what capacity?
How do you mean? I mean, well, I was hoping you would know.
Well, I'm not quite sure. What you're saying, that the ship was targeted, and what was it targeted for, is what I'm...
Well, I'm wondering if maybe the talisman was being targeted for some reason.
For what the letter, from what the letter reads, rather, it seems though that this talisman was created by Althea it says in the letter she unscrolls it. The captain, whoever wrote this, says it might have been a beautiful story had it not been for Althea's gruesome end, and the words of the prayer I heard as she breathed her last breath. For she was begging Orcus, the Prince of Undeath, to reunite her with her husband. I think right there is the answer to, why this was beckoned. And then continues on, and reading on here it says, I held her hands as the breath left her, and I felt a horrible chill pass through her, and next I knew she was sinking her teeth into my neck. So she was there once, regular human, and then the next, a flesh-eating zombie.
So you really do think that just the influx in crash ships is just the large number of harpers around here, and Orcus is the one that's responsible for all the undead that's around here?
I think you guys are the ones that have been figuring that out, yes.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I think we need to put this prayer or spell to rest.
Speaking of rest.
She said, well, the cemetery is just up the hill if you all wanted to make your way on over there. And then, of course, you can grab some food if you'd like for the night and settle down for the evening.
Sounds like a good idea. Let's do it.
Is there still light in the day?
It's the sun's setting now, like pretty much fully set.
I mean, do we want to do cemetery tonight, or do we want to do it tomorrow? I mean, I'm cool to put this to rest now, but if you guys want to do it with fresh, full eyes, clear heart, then I'm fine with either.
I think if we can get up there.
Actually, Max, you're probably right. I could use a rest. I did get shot in the neck with a poison dart.
You did. You absolutely did. I pad where I bandaged him so gently, just it's okay. You're gonna be okay. He's so mad at us.
I think perhaps a rest before the cemetery would be a wise choice.
Alright. A short rest or a long rest you guys are trying to do?
Well, it depends how much daytime there's left.
There's plenty of, if you guys just took a short rest, you could definitely still make it with plenty of time.
Alright. Well,
fine with that then?
Rest it.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, we'll say that you guys can go ahead and grab some food now and whatever, rest for an hour. Go ahead and take a short rest if you'd like, if you guys want to do that.
Hold on one
drag you guys up to
second.
let's
go.
So I imagine they would all start walking, and during this entire conversation, I've been staring at what's her name?
You back down.
Mara.
Brunera, yeah.
Brunera, yeah. I've just been staring at her this entire time. Locked eyes, even though she's doing things, I'm staring right where her eyes should be if she was looking at me. And as they walk on, I stand there and I don't move. And then once she follows them, she turns back, looks at me. I kind of just start walking towards her, and as I get there, I get right in front of her and I go, Dad, or Captain, always told me that I would find home here. And then I pull the big glowing rock out of my pocket. And I found this.
You see, her eyes focus in on it, trying not to give too much of a kind of her expression of what she really thinks on this. As she looks down at it, she says, "That is peculiar. She reaches out her hand to it. There is," she locks eyes with you, "a strange magic to this."
Well, is there anything or anyone that could help me make something of it?
She says, I could, if you want me to borrow it and look over it. I promise to keep it safe, and I'll study it for you, and I'm sure I might be able to figure out some sort of information from it. You see, she kind of like is now like gently rubbing her fingers from the top of it down to the bottom of it, and like feeling all around it. You can tell she is a little bit in awe right now.
Crick has just kind of weird. Go ahead.
If you would like to leave this with me, I will certainly do whatever I can to figure out whatever I can from it, and as quickly as possible. I know you all have a journey ahead of you within the week or so.
He would go to like hand it to her, and she would place her hands on it, go to like pull it, and he would like hold on to it. She'd pull it again, he'd hold on to it again.
Mm-hmm.
She'd probably like stop, be like, okay, and then he'd go, no, take it. And we'd do this like 2 or 3 times, and then he'd finally let go. And as he let go, he like looks at her, and like in that look of, you know, I'm gonna ask for this back, and you better have it, kind of sense. Yeah. And then he just kind of walks away, and as he walks away, he looks over his shoulder, and just kind of like they're already up there eating, just like staring at her.
Yeah, you staring at her and like processing in your mind all these like feelings and thoughts about her, and you assess that her motivations, you know, without really confirming anything yet in one way or another, but that the stone is safe with her, certainly, and that she seems very just genuinely curious and interested in what this is.
And then I hustle my way in, and they're all eating their stew, and I go, can I get an extra bowl? So we start to eat.
Love it. Yeah,
Sure thing, buddy.
Everyone short rest if you have not yet, as you guys imbibe in this stew. You rest here for about an hour. Any conversation you guys have in this hour time?
Instead of short resting for me,
Okay.
I pull out my the boots that I found on the compass rose, and like I slide them on. I'm kind of admiring them, looking at them.
So the boots.
And yeah, and then I just kind of start like running around like a kid trying on shoes at Dick's Sporting Goods
On the track.
And I'm,
yeah, on
the
track.
Yep,
Exactly.
And I'm like, ooh, this is kind of nice.
Ooh.
God, that memory unlocked. I haven't been in Dick's in forever.
Yeah.
Right?
And so I was just there the other day. And I'm just like, I guess for the 30 minutes or hour short rest, I'm just like trying to focus on what the fuck these boots do.
So you notice these boots as you put them on. Normally, especially in this room here, you know, the tile and everything is a little bit older. Sometimes it kind of makes a little bit of a creaking sound when you step on it. But as you run around with these boots, silent. Pretty much cannot hear you at all. You know, it's pretty par for the course for Manto, nonetheless. You're a very sneaky, very silent being. But you'd imagine these boots, yeah, they have a very special quality to them that helps you be step with even more silence. These are boots of elven kind. I will say, I mean, so they're not an attuned item or anything, but I'm not sure if you would benefit too much from them or not yourself, but I'll let you guys decide what you want to do with it. You do have 2 party members that have disadvantage on stealth because of their noise. I'll let you know that. But
Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah,
Imagine having disadvantage on stealth, like. Right, correct.
So they just see me running around the room.
You just hear Chris
And, like,
just
they
like
just-
shaking.
They just see me running around the room, and I get all excited, and I'm like, "You hear that, guys? Exactly, nothing." And then I'm just thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm already pretty good at this, though. I'm like, all right, and like. My hands, they almost feel like attached to it, but I'm like shaking, and I'm like, does anyone want these boots?
So look at you, Klepto, showing some personal growth.
Shut up.
I can tell.
I don't like it any more than you do.
There's pain in his eyes.
Incredible.
Crick, I think you would probably look like the clunkiest here.
Hurry up.
Before he changes his mind, Crick, take boots.
Come on.
Crick just takes one boot, puts it on, does like the one walk to make sure it fits, and then he goes back. This is nice. He goes back, takes the other one, puts it on.
Put your thumb at your toe to make sure there's enough room for your toe.
Yep.
I haven't done that
Yep.
with the parachutes in forever.
Crick, giant feet on this Crick.
You know what they say, big feet, big crick. So
Big feet, big shoes.
with these shoes given over to you, boots of elven kind for you, Crick, and that inventory. Equip if you want to get that disadvantage off your stealth. And yeah,
Let's do it.
you guys, any other conversation had in here for the time being, or else you guys go into the cemetery.
I think pretty much just.
Before we go to the cemetery, note, Langston, your radiant spells have been a really good weapon against these undead. So if there's anything you can do to be ready, we're going to depend on you. So I have a feeling we're not going to be alone in the cemetery.
So that is what I wanted to bring up with everybody. I try to make a puff of magic, and it's just sacred flame. I'm like, I am rather depleted in that department. I can huck sacred flames all day long, but that's why if we're going into the House of the Undead, the house of where I feel what's been trying to take over this island will be there. I don't know if I can bring 100% to the table. I can do, I can do the scarf shimmy all fucking day. Don't you worry about that. That's not going to change a thing, but...
So I think we get in and get out.
So Runera, she would have let you guys know, of course, that the cemetery it's part of Dragon's Rest property and property.
Oh.
It's not like this is where anyone that has gone here and lived here and then sadly eventually died here, they are laid to rest there at that cemetery.
Oh, so not as big a threat.
He's
Okay.
downplaying the severity of it.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't trust this asshole.
I would say worst case, we could always run.
True.
Crick does have some fresh boots.
And
He does.
as he says that, I start making the similar.
And he's
face
running
of
around,
Matt,
not making just making normal noise.
as
Normal
he,
level of noise.
as he says this, I'm making the same face that Manto is making and struggling to give up the boots. I'm running away. So now, Craig, there's certain things that I can't do, and that's just one of them.
Immediately regrets giving up the boots.
Have you ever tried this? And he takes one leg, he stretches it up here and puts it down. Takes the other leg, he stretches it up here, he puts it down. He starts doing that faster and faster. It's not that hard. And then you see him start slowly moving around the room, running slowly.
Greg, I
making
know
a
what
normal
running
amount of
is. I
noise.
just don't like doing it.
He's
Got to
the
give
thing
a
is,
tutorial on how to
he's
run.
being so genuine right now. That is him to a T. He means this.
Okay.
Well, I guess we won't.
I mean,
We can still
I'm
go
do-
if you guys feel up to it. I'm just saying.
But I think it's okay to stop by the local cemetery and view it out. Let's go.
Are there any candles in here?
Nope. All right, so
You
you guys
still have
continue
your
going
health
onto the
kits.
cemetery, and there ain't shit for you to grab. No, so you guys, it's like I said, it's a little cliff top cemetery on the grounds here. I don't even have a fucking
this
map
room?
for it, so don't worry about it. As you guys climb up this little cliff top, you make your way over to this area where you see white wildflowers covering over the lands. A bunch of wooden slabs placed into the ground with writing scrawled on them for all the souls that have been laid to rest here. You guys look around for 10 minutes or so. There's not too many marked graves here, and eventually you guys find the marked grave for Brastos.
All right, I check with everybody with the talisman in hand. Be like, we're all cool with loading this here. Just making sure everyone's on board with the plan.
Do your thing.
All right.
I think it's a good plan.
Sooner I get this off my person, the better off I am as a mental with my mentality. And I'll dig like a little hole like by his grave, not to like fully unearth like whatever burial might be there, but I'll just like I guess unearth a little bit, drop the talisman, and then just like rebury it, pat it down, and just like take like 3 steps back just to kind of be like cool and just like check around. See if anything's going.
Yeah, as you bury or you start digging into the earth and go to bury the talisman, you swear for a moment you see something wiggling underneath the dirt there, and then an inchworm kind of crawls its way, wiggling its way through there, and push it aside and keep on digging a bit further. Put the talisman in there and top it on off, and stand back a couple feet real quick. And as you do, you feel this cool breeze push along you guys, and it almost sounds like in this moment the wind almost seems to sigh in relief. And as that happens, you guys start to notice this thick fog begins to form around the rocks on the northern part of the island along that shoal where the shipwreck was. Fog begins to lift along that and engulf the wreck and everything around there until it is completely shrouded and you cannot see it any longer.
Oh.
That's weird.
Did the water change? Like, is it as if there's not a boat there? Because I'm assuming like the water would be going around a boat. No, it's not.
You can't see right now as there is a thick fog just engulfing all that whole northern shoal right now, where all those rocks outcropped from the northern part of the island.
Okay.
But you do, as I mentioned, as you buried it, and the wind kind of pushed against you guys, you feel this chill. It almost seemed to like sigh in relief.
So, I guess, is this a way to interpret them finally being at peace and just having their closure?
I don't know.
Yes.
So, maybe the fog is a way to protect the island? I have no idea.
Or
Definitely
maybe
ask someone about that.
Yeah, that's something we should definitely report, right? That's not normal.
I think we'd check the wreck before we came here.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of worked out well. We would be so far up shit creek if we hadn't.
Kind of like looking out to like this big smoke came in and consented the. Do we need to check it again?
Maybe something changed with it?
I'm wondering if you took out the talisman of the dirt, everything would go back to how it was just now.
I was wondering the same thing. But it gave a sigh of relief. I don't know if I want to, as a man who does have his worship, I don't know if I want to, play poke the gods today.
Alright, well, I'll do it.
Good old klepto.
Hey,
If
if you
anything
want
happens, put it right back.
I'll just hands up and I'll just be like, you know where I buried it. There is an inchworm. Tread so carefully. Just like back off.
I reach down and grab the talisman out of the.
You reach down to continue to dig for it, and your forearms feverishly dig and dig and dig, and you swear you've hit the mark where it should be. Maybe you've even gone further. But for whatever reason, oh, yep, there's an inchworm right there. You don't see the talisman though.
Oh, fuck. Manto?
Yeah, I'm processing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still a little mushy brained.
I mean, it was right there. Did you not find it?
No, it's It's gone.
What?
Brastos has it. Bastard.
So it looks like we needed to return it, but yeah, I said we go back and ask around about this fog. That's definitely strange. Maybe they know something about it.
Is there a reason that we know of that Althea was trying to get this talisman back to Brastos?
It was
Just to be reconnected?
I think that's just the long short of it.
I don't know. I feel like there's a missing component here.
Maybe a nice rest will bring clarity to you guys.
I'm on board.
Whatever. Maybe it won't be foggy down the hill.
So, leaving the cemetery?
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of tidy up the hole, make it look nice.
Sure. Yeah, I tied it back up real quickly, and you guys slowly, or maybe quickly, make your way back down the mountain towards the main area of Dragon's Rest 2. As you know, the sun is fully set, moon illuminating the sky, and stars illuminating it all as well. You feel like as though it is probably time for you to get some sleep for the night.
Let's do
I
it.
am with it.
Okay, I'll bring you guys back down here then. Cleaning that hole with hilarious.
This stream sponsored by.
Incredible. All right. So I mean, I didn't want to speak for you guys, of course, but was there anything that you wanted to do after the cemetery? You guys going to get some rest?
Are there any?
I think of being
candlesticks
at
in
that
the
point,
room?
it's getting dark. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely getting dark. Would you say, Luke?
Are there any candlesticks in the room?
In what room?
Our bedrooms?
Sure.
Cool. Nice. Hell yeah, I find candlesticks. Cool. I whip out the old dragon candlestick holders and get out my tinderbox.
Okay.
Swipe right on the match and light a couple candlesticks and throw them in the candlestick holders. And I'm just kind of sitting there watching the candles go and thinking about, you know, what's been going down.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly just laying upside down, I'm on my bed, and I'm like hanging off the side with like my head just like down like this, and I'm just kind of sitting there looking at the candles, watching. I'm just scheming. I'm scheming. I could tell you what I'm scheming about, but I'm scheming.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything as they get into bed as well?
Can I attempt to offer? I feel like I haven't really had a chance because of how busy we've been.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to offer up a prayer to see if the deity of light, who's kind of guiding me, can offer A, insights as to, you know, how we're doing, and B, just kind of be like, fog's not good, right? And just kind of get any type of clarity on that.
Absolutely. So you yeah, go ahead, go for it.
All right. Something cool. You know what? That's the most middling we've had tonight. 14.
Cool. As you sit here and think, real into whatever god it is that grants you your powers, tiredness comes over you, and almost like that fog that enveloped over the northern shoal of the island seems to fog your mind and your vision right now too, and all that really comes to you is this tiredness and this longing for sleep.
And I will let it take me and just be like, we've had a hell of a long day. I just will kind of be looking over at the scarf and then just pass out.
Anyone else? Crick or Rampu?
Just notice Crick just sitting up in the corner with a cold stare towards the door.
Okay.
It's the last you see.
Champion.
I laid down in my bed in my quarters, and for a few minutes before I go to sleep, I start thinking about my old, crew that passed away in this awful crash, and how a lot of them turn into these awful creatures. And I think of all the others that have perished among the same way, and I say a little sea prayer to hope that their souls pass over peacefully to the other side. And then right before I doze off, I think about my current situation. And right before I go to bed, my last thought is, maybe they're not so bad after all. And then I just doze off. Into some dragon slumber.
That's called
Keyword
character development. Awesome. Alright. As each one of you guys drift on into slumber.
No. Well, I do not go to sleep.
I'm sorry, I muted myself.
Muted.
Do you go into like your kind of like transcendental kind of state though?
No, I kind of so I wait for everyone to I wait for everyone to go to sleep. I see Rampu starting to doze off, and that's when I kind of just put out the candles.
That's one way of saying you kill him.
And
Wake up with nothing.
They're only level 2.
Yeah.
This is my only chance.
Sneak attack, 13 damage.
Now.
These guys aren't so bad.
No, I wait for everyone to fall asleep, and I'm like, it's my time. And I get up, and I walk out, and proceed to go to Tarek's office. And I'm assuming the door is closed.
Actually, all of these are opened, doored areas.
Cool. Okay, so before that, then, I'm kind of like seeing these rocks along with the inside of his room without like showing myself, and immediately my chameleon carapace just starts to blend in with the rocks as I am constantly adapting to the change in I guess my background, and I poke my eye to see if I can see him, if he is awake or asleep or not.
Yeah, you poke on in there. Go ahead and make a stealth with advantage.
25
Fine, don't worry about it.
and
So as you go ahead and poke your head on in there, you do see that his back turned to the doorway. You see Tarek in there, sitting up and kind of, I guess his back isn't towards the doorway, but his head down at the desk, and he's like writing some notes on the desk right there in front of him. Doesn't see you.
Beautiful. I proceed to walk right in. I only have my short sword in my hand. I have everything put away. I'm not really like wielding it in attack, but I'm certainly wielding it. And I walk just right behind him. And he just hears in his mind, I know who you are.
Sits up straight and drops the quill. And he turns his head around, and in his periphery he sees the slight movement now of you, kind of shifting ever so slightly along the tile, and says, "What do you want?"
Well, I want to know why. What brought you here? What led you to leave the Gilded Gallows?
You see him like really sit up straight now and kind of pushes himself out from the desk. How do you know about that?
I see your tattoo.
Like puts his finger along it and puts his collar up along it. That was a lifetime ago. People can change.
You're right. But that doesn't change the fact that you've essentially become a traitor.
Look,
To the guild.
if they sent you to kill me, just do it. I'm not a traitor. The last thing I was going to do is kill my lover like they begged me to do.
Kill your lover?
Yeah, what did they tell you?
I didn't know that much.
My last assignment that they gave me, well, I was told to assassinate a traitor. Well, once I finally found out the information who the traitor was, well, it was my lover. You can't expect me to do that, so I took the opportunity for the two of us to flee somewhere inland, off the coast, get away from this life. But you guys, I tried to get away. You guys hired another assassin and killed her. Killed her, my one love. You see him like really try to hold some restraint right there as he's holding his fist. I try to put that life behind me and never think about that day ever again.
My grip kind of loosens up on my short sword. I understand. I'm sure they put you in a pretty tough decision there. I can't imagine the same situation, or I can't imagine what I would have done had I been put in that same situation. Granted, I'm single. Probably will be for the rest of my life. But nonetheless, definitely a tough position that you were put in.
It was, and I'd never, ever want to be in that position again, and I wish that upon no one else. And honestly, if I were you, I would leave the life of crime behind you. It does no good. It only hurts the people closest to you and the ones you love.
It's what I know. It's what I grew up doing. It's how I survived. It's how I am still here today. Look, I was brought here to kind of see what was up with you. But after hearing about you and, you know, the conversations that we've had with my crew leading up to this moment, I thought that there had to be something, some sort of certain reason for you to get out of the guild. So, what'd you do with all your treasures?
Treasure? There was no treasures. They lied to you. Just like they lied to me.
No.
Can't you see it? Why do you think I left? Come here to a place of peace and find a new renowned sense of purpose.
I suppose you're right. Xaryxis, I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad we had this conversation. I'm glad I approached you before actually carrying out the wants of the guild.
You don't have to say it. I know how they act, and I know where their mission lies.
Yeah, I guess you do understand.
Look,
you're a good guy. You are a good guy, Xaryxis. And maybe you're right. It's hard, you know. I came here as a young child on my own. I had no parents. I took whatever my parents essentially left for me, and you know, as a kid, I saw that the only way I was gonna make it is by stealing, you know, harming people, and again, that's how I got here. But maybe you're right. I am older. Maybe there is still time for me to change.
I'll tell you one thing I've learned, and honestly, I'm getting a little tired, and this is making me a little depressed to think about.
Sure.
But one thing to keep in mind is that the greatest treasures in life are often those whose worth are way beyond, actual material wealth and affluence, and there are those of you or things in life that you should hold close to your heart and really cherish and treasure the most, and those are the things you should strive for. I'm glad you came to talk to me too.
I'm when he says that, I kind of just like awkwardly like put out my hand to shake, and I'm just like, my face and emotions, like my expressions are just so conflicted. But like I go to shake his hand and I'm like, let's just pretend like this never happened.
Let's go to sleep, wake up, never happened. But the words I told you, they still ring true, and you should hold that in your heart.
Let me ask you something before we kind of clock out for the evening. What if the guild finds out that I am no longer kind of putting out what they wanted me to do? You think they're going to send people after me?
Kind of puts up his hands. You saw what they did for me.
Yep, I guess I am here to do that, but I guess you're right. I guess I'll just have to keep a watchful eye, myself and my crew.
Good night, Manto.
Good night, Tarek. Thank you again. And I just kind of walk out. I'm like, what the fuck? My head's just kind of down. And I walk back to my room. I see a bleeping Rampu, and like he's called me klepto probably a baker's dozen times today, and I was like, I'm gonna show you klepto. And I'm about to go reach in his bag, and then I hear Tarek's voice in the back of my head, and just everything that we just talked about. I'm like, I just sigh, and I just come out here, and I just sit along these steps and just wait till night turns to day.
Love it. I love it. And in this meantime, while Manto, you go ahead and try to get some decompression, Langston.
Yet.
Your call.
Shit, I dropped my book.
Your call is received. And in your dream, you are once again on the deck of the ship that brought you here, and you see Stormwreck Isle shrouded in darkness, just as it was in your earlier dreams, even before coming to the island. As you sail closer and closer, the darkness begins to break, and a dazzling ray of sunlight shines down over the island. You see a gentle plume of white smoke rises up from the island as the darkness is driven away, and then the darkness and the smoke are gone. And the light swells to enfold you as well, and you feel the love and approval of your god. In your dream, you find yourself, I won't go into that part, but, in this moment, you're suffused, though, with a very profound sense of love and approval from your god, and that warmth that transcends the mere physical sensation it touches you to your very core of your being. And you have that affirmation, very tangible affirmation of your faith and purpose. And it leaves you with a very overwhelming feeling of peace and divine connection. Sleep continues on for you. And it even continues on for some of your other party members who you notice Crick kind of moving around in his sleep. As Crick, you also have yourself a dream where you find yourself standing on the edge of a cliff, overlooking a vast shimmering ocean, with the moonlight painted a path across the water. It leads you to a distant glow beneath the surface. And without hesitation, you dive beneath the icy depths, and your movements are fluid and purposeful, As you swim deeper and deeper, almost seemingly like for eternity, eventually, a familiar silhouette of what you now in your mind recognize of a nautiloid ship emerges from the darkness. Its alien form, haunting and alluring, it beckons you closer. Within its shattered hull, just as you found earlier, a soft, pulsing light illuminates a small glowing stone resting on a pedestal of alien-like metal. As you approach the stone in your dream, cautiously, an inexplicable sense of knowing washes over you as you feel the power held within its radiant core. It's ancient and potent, waiting to be unleashed. And with reverence, you reach out and grasp it gently in your hands, just as you did earlier in the day. And instantly, a surge of energy courses through you, awakening all these dormant circuits and filling your mind with visions of stars and distant galaxies. And that stone, it pulses with life, resonating with a cosmic harmony that transcended time and space. And in that moment, the boundaries of the ocean that you're swimming in, it dissolves all around you, revealing the boundless expanse of wild space. You're floating there, you feel weightless, connected to the stars and the planets that dance in the cosmic void. And in this moment, you hear a familiar voice for the first time in what feels like ages. You begin to recall and hear the teachings of Captain Felbin, the duty to protect those you love and the importance of loyalty and courage. With that glowing stone clasped tightly in your hands and these words echoing in your mind, you can feel this vow to honor your true duties begin to reignite within. And that sense of purpose driven home.
He said duty twice.
All right. Manto, as you find yourself on the stairs here, drifting off into whatever state that you find your dreams in, you're standing on the highest cliff of the island, overlooking the vast moonlit ocean. The waves shimmer with a strange silvery light, and the air buzzes with a faint psionic hum. Your antennae, they twitch, sensing an unseen presence around you. As from the ocean's depths, a massive glowing crystal emerges, rising above the water's surface, and as it floats closer, an ancient Thrycreen figure appears within inside of it. Kind of like a meditative, lotus-like stance, her eyes filled with wisdom and power, speaks directly into your mind. Manto, you are the chosen one. Harness the power within, sharpen your mind and body, and become the protector of this realm. As the crystal shatters, releasing a burst of psionic energy that surges through you, pain gives way to clarity as you feel your mind and body transform. Your many hands tingle and instinctively summon a pair of glowing ethereal blades within. The dreamscape shifts briefly, showing you in battle, your psychic blades slicing through enemies with ease, your movements swift and precise, hiding and becoming one with your surroundings. The vision then begins to fade as the ancient Thrycreen's final words echoes in your mind. Awaken, warrior. Your journey begins. And you awaken from the state at the light of first dawn, sounds of the island returning to your senses, the waves crashing, the energy pulsing within you, your mind sharper, your body feeling empowered. You feel in your head something wrapped around it, like a headband. You reach up to touch it, and you feel a crystal amulet on the front of it. And as you touch it, you feel psionic energy pulsing from within it. And one last one before we call it a night. Rampu, as you have drifted off into sleep, your mind is plunged into vivid and disorienting visions. You find yourself in a strange, darkened vessel, floating in a place you've never seen before, this endless expanse of star-speckled void. The air around you is heavy with an oppressive silence, broken only by the occasional creak of the ship's ancient twisted metal. Strange, organic tentacles and tendrils snake along the walls, pulsating with an eerie faint glow. And moving cautiously through the dimly lit corridors, a sense of dread builds within you. The shadows seem to writhe and whisper, and you can feel malevolent eyes watching from the darkness. Suddenly, a monstrous creature, its form grotesque and alien, lunges at you from the shadows, and its many eyes gleam with malevolent intelligence. its elongated limbs and end in razor-sharp claws. And you fight back with all your might, but the creature's strength and speed is overwhelming. And Rampu, just as you seem like you're about to be overwhelmed, a blinding flash of light erupts around you, and you feel a powerful protective force envelop you, driving this creature back. And in the chaos, you can't discern what saved you, but the feeling of safety is undeniable. As this monstrous form retreats, shrieking into the shadows, the light fades, leaving you in an oppressive darkness once more. But the vision dissipates, and you awaken abruptly, your heart pounding, breath coming in gasp. The morning light begins to filter gently into your surroundings through the doorway here. It's a stark contrast to the dark and twisted vessel of your vision that you just had. As you gather your senses, you notice a warm, solid presence behind you, or beside you.
Like someone I know, or...
You open your eyes here, and you turn your head, I'd imagine, as you look over, and you see a drake sitting in your room there, with bronze scales that shimmer in the dawn's light shining in the door frame here. Its eyes reflect with wisdom and loyalty as it gazes at you with this calm, steady intensity. And in that moment, you understand that it was this drake that intervened in your vision, saving you from that certain doom of this monster. And you sit here for a moment as the bond between you is immediate and profound. So there's a silent understanding that passes between the two of you as this drake crawls over towards you and stretches and rises, and its movement is fluid and graceful. It nuzzles up against your hand gently, and you feel a surge of connection and gratitude. As this drake, now seeming a guardian or companion of yours, has come to you in your time of need. A gift of Bahamut, maybe? As together, you'll face the challenges ahead, united by the bond forged in the crucible of your vision. And you guys all awaken from each one of this very intense dream state that each one of you have. You feel empowered as you all level up to level 3, and we'll call it a night here.
Oh, sensational.
The longest level 2 ever to the shortest level 2? The longest level 1?
Longest level 1, shortest level 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Excellent work, guys. So there's little dream states, a little bit of telling us some progression for your the powers granted to your characters on this next level up. And of course, Langston, something maybe even more telling than just that. But we will figure that out the next time we get together. Make sure you guys go ahead and level up to level 3. Do your subclass if you need to. Langston, you're good with your light cleric. And
You know it.
anything before we close it out for the night? I know we ran over a little bit.
Worth it.
Worth it. Great, guys.
Oh, good.
Thank you for playing. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a great night, and look out for those goblins under the stairs. We'll catch you next time. Peace out. Later.